right down here, we can see a village, which is awesome stuff. We'll go through here and just find some other cool things in this kind of peaceful village in a hardcore world. Welcome back to Gemma and my hardcore series in the 1.18 snapshots. In the last episode, we just got out of our starter house here, and today we're going to try and find ourselves more wool so we can get ourselves some beds. So I think we're going to head over this way to go do that, and of course, we're going to be greeted by the wonderful Sweden song, which is one of the songs in the Minecraft soundtrack for the overworld. I was going to say snapshot there, but that's certainly not what the soundtrack is. So I found the other sheep over here, so I'm just going to guess there's probably going to be more sheep here as well. Thankfully we do have a lot of food that I should actually give some to Gemma here, or she'll probably starve. There's some food there. And basically, I think there'll be some more sheep over here. Oh, there's a cave. I think there'll be some more sheep over here too. Something I have to remind myself to do is to not forget about falling in the holes here. I don't want to do that, and just as I say that, there's a massive cave there. Wow. Also weird that there's dead bushes spawning here, but you know, just a snapshot, could be a bit glitchy. Anyway, I think we're going to kind of go around this ravine here, maybe down here a bit. This is a very beautiful frozen area here. I'm not sure what it's really called. What you'd call this, just, this is a frozen river? Kinda. That's very odd. Just complete giant ice. Frozen river. Yeah, this kind of reminds me of the generation you would see in the ancient old, kind of like late beta days, where you just have these massive kind of beachy water areas. Very interesting. Oh my goodness, there's a village. That is so cool. Something I also just noticed of slight interest is that it's raining on the snow and not snowing, so I'm not sure why that is. But either way, right down here, we can see a village, which is awesome stuff. So if we can just... I wonder if we have boat ingredients? No, we do not. So I guess we'll just have to kind of swim across here. Thankfully, swimming is not a massive danger unless we run into any trident drowns, possibly, but I don't think that'll happen. So we'll just kind of swim over here. And here we have a taiga village. That is so awesome. That's going to make survival, like, way, way, way easier. And it looks like it's turning into a thunderstorm, just judging by the color of the clouds. That's certainly a hardcore nightmare. The one good thing is that in a thunderstorm you can go to sleep. So if we want to just both find a bed here, Gemma, and we can probably just quickly go to sleep here. This should be perfect. Oh, it's purple bed, my favorite color. And there we go, sleeping through the night. There's our advancement. Perfect kind of stuff. And hopefully we can skip the night. And there we go. That is perfect, and it's clearing up, and it's a beautiful day. And I actually really like the look of the clouds kind of higher up there. Looks really nice. So I think I'm just going to grab this purple bed here, because I need it, and we do have some more wool, but we may as well save that for something else there. Gemma, if you want to bring your bed there too. There's a chest in there, that's pretty cool. So there's some nice ingredients here we could use to kind of start out here. Some wheat and pumpkins, etc. Pretty good stuff. Might be some iron too in some of these villager chests. So I guess we'll kind of just loot this village today. I think that's a pretty good thing to do. So I think that... probably there's this big cave here, which is not surprising. I think there's many caves in this snapshots. But anyway, heading over here. I'm going to see if there's anything in here. Possibly. There is not. Just a very interesting house with 2 doors into it. Well, I guess extra security for zombies or something. Maybe that was the villagers' thought when building that. Anyway, so we have some good things we can get ourselves here, like nitwit villagers. No, like beds and things. Might be something else. If not, we might not stay here. We could. Hey, now something interesting here I can see from my mini vantage point here is there is an ice spikes biome there on top of a massive mountain. And also the village goes right up the hill, which is cool too. I didn't notice that either. Yeah, it's just so weird that this is not a river biome. That is so weird. Like, that's just totally like a ocean. That's odd. Either way, cool area here. And there's a cat in there. Interesting, we don't have any fish. Anyway, so what else can we get from this village? I'm not sure. I guess we can just kind of keep heading up the mountain here. Oh, ouch. That's not good. Looks like there's some iron armor here. That is really cool. Generating an armor stands like that? I didn't even know it could do that. Well, Jim, if you want to grab the helmet there, and I'll grab the chest plate here, that we can both split the armor like that. That's pretty cool. We got some nice stuff going here into the mountain biome. I do like how we have little microbiomes. Like, I don't like how everything is a microbiome in certain areas, but like this is kind of cool just to have a little blippet of forest biome mixed with everything else, and kind of just these thin layers that we kind of get from warm biome to colder. That's so funny that jack-o'-lanterns spawn there. I didn't even know they could do that in a taiga village. That's super awesome. So basically, I guess we can probably just... I'm not sure. There's nothing really important here. If we fall off there, of course, that is the end. So we want to be really careful with what we do kind of higher up here. Or if you have anything to sell, sharpness 2 sword on your first trade. That's pretty remarkable, actually. Is that blue ice up there? I'm not sure. That's kind of odd generation 2. Must be one of the new types of mountains. Well, taiga is not my absolute favorite, but I'm not sure if we have much of a choice. Again, like something like this. Not death, but definitely a dangerous fall. Anyways, this is a good kind of stopping off point, though, definitely. So, we can probably do... Signs on there is pretty cool, too. So, we can probably head on. So, Gemma, if you're pretty well done here, I know we could kind of do stuff around the village, but really, I don't think it's the best place to settle. And really, I'm half the snapshot just exploring the new terrain. So, we'll be careful about that, too. So, I think what we can do is get ourselves a couple trees here. I'll probably quickly make myself a stone axe, and we can get ourselves a boat and kind of explore along that super weird wide river. It's kind of odd, but very interesting generation. I've always thought the river should be updated, and although they don't seem to have really updated, they do have generating a little bit differently there, which is cool. So we'll break these logs here, and we can get ourselves a second crafting table because we keep leaving them around as we go. Looks like that one's going to get stuck on a leaf for me, which is great. Yeah, it's funny, in practice, like once you have a bed, hardcore is extremely similar to survival, just having to be very careful not to die. But I guess in survival, you want to be really careful about that anyway. And I think, not being on a super, let's say, laggy area or something, it makes it easier not to die accidentally either, which is, of course, a good thing. This iron armor is going to come in really useful as well, since obviously it'll be a bit more difficult to do that. May as well make Gemma an axe as well. So we got that there as well, and there is an axe for you there, Gemma. So we'll break our crafting table here. And we can't really get that cow. I wish we could. It looks like it's kind of stuck there in the trapdoors. You want me to free you? There you go. Nice Siamese cat, I think. I'm not sure. Anyway, got some logs there, so I think I'll make myself a boat. And I guess to do that, I have to get one more log for a crafting table. We may as well do the old tradition of putting the crafting table in the stem just like this. I'd never done that before, but I have seen people do that before. It's kind of funny. So we'll make ourselves a little boat here like this. I already have a boat already. I completely forgot. Where's my brain right now? Anyway, so yeah, I think we'll just explore down this really weird river area. Something cool you want to grab in the boat there is that we actually cannot get fall damage when we're in a boat. It's true. So if we go like this, absolutely no fall damage. Of course, we landed in water there, but the point does remain. Now, I think we looked in all these houses here. Now, this one might have something interesting, so I might just quickly take a look over here so we don't miss out on anything. Oh, there is a chest, and there is, oh my goodness, gold iron pickaxe and 5 obsidian. That's 7 obsidian already, plus the ruin portal there we had at first. That's awesome. That should be super cool. And there's also the kind of bit of a stables here, which is awesome. That's pretty good stuff. But I think overall there's nothing much really else to this villager, so I'll probably just head off pretty quick. And just up here, up our kind of wide river here, which again is pretty realistic. I like that. I like these big wide rivers. We may as well go up this way. Whatever direction this is, doesn't really matter. See what else we can find over here. And this kind of seems to narrow a bit. And we're kind of next... What in the world is that? Oh, it's a dandelion. I thought it looked like part of a bit of fire. And there's a bit of iron here, which is cool. And if I could just mine it without even getting out of the boat, if I want to be super lazy here, and just mine that little bit of iron there, that would be perfect. Kind of a funny place for iron to spawn, really, but here it spawns, and that's pretty cool. Of course, we're getting raw iron because 1.18 and 1.17 have that same feature. But again, is this still river? It is still a river. So interesting. They updated the rivers. I don't think that was on any of the change logs. But maybe it was. I just didn't notice. There's our massive ice spikes there I was seeing earlier. Look at this wide note. This is just so cool. I really like this. And I like to see, too, is that in the first snapshot, everything was just like massive, like huge peaks. But here it seems like there's really, a nice variety of flat land and giant crazy mountains like that one over there. So I think they're really balancing things out. And overall, this is just looking super awesome. And it's really nice to have this area. So There's some turtles that look like they just spawned in there. Is that a plains village up there? That is honestly amazing. That could be a really good stop to go to as well. Possibly even a place to settle down. We could see. I do like the plains biome for a kind of nice home area. So maybe we'll go out and explore that. And this looks like a really peaceful and nice area here. And I think that second village that we saw is just over here through the woods, or at least I think. So we'll go through this kind of pretty forested area. Just over here, and yeah, there's the church in the village, and we'll go over here, and we can see the rest of the buildings as well. This is a very large village, unless it's just two villages in one. The buildings are just super spread out here. That's actually really, really cool. And that's like crazy, like from here to there is probably like 200 blocks. Wow. Either way, very good place to grab supplies. Got some bread and the very important poppy. And we'll go, to strip the wither, we'll go through here and just find some other cool things in this kind of peaceful village in a hardcore world, which is a interesting thing. But yeah, so we'll head over here. And looks like this is kind of just on a bit of a stand, which is interesting. So basically, I'm not really sure. There's a cave around here. No, it looks like everything's basically normal. And it looks like Gemma's over there saying, hey. So yeah, we'll probably head up here, see if we can find ourselves something interesting. Oh, that's why you're jumping. You found a blacksmith. That is super cool. Man, this is a massive village. This is crazy. Let's see what we have here. We have... Wow, that is a lot of materials. Let me just get them all in halves, and then we can both take half, because that's fair. So we'll both take half of that, and I'll take the smaller half, since I haven't been displaying anything so far. So if you want to just go in here and grab the second half of that, we can use that. That is super cool. Those blacksmiths are so useful. So we can get ourselves out our crafting table here. And it looks like it's actually almost bedtime, so I want to be careful. But no, just looking at the views over here, it looks like we have like a slight terrain mod. But like overall, I'm not disappointed with any changes here. Like the first two snapshots were pretty rough, but like so far what I've experienced in this world, this is looking awesome. And I'm hoping that they'll kind of just slight tweaks, but keep things mostly how they are now, because it's looking super cool. But I'm sure Mojang will surprise us with something even cooler in the next snapshots to come. So, for the rest of this village here, we just look at all the houses. We might just settle here. It is a very nice area. I might see what's at the top of that mountain there, because of course mountains always have viewpoints at the top of them. So we can probably get ourselves a viewpoint of what's around and see if it's a good place to settle, or if it's a place that we might regret settling into a little bit later. But either way, for now, there's a lot of cool stuff here, including this cool little marketplace. Overall, just super cool to kind of see, you know, Minecraft's overworld get an update. You know, I wasn't always a big fan of the Caves and Cliffs update because I thought, oh, the overworld is good as it is. And of course, in the first few snapshots, I thought, oh yeah, I know this is going to be way worse. But this is looking awesome, so super cool stuff here. And looking in here, nothing really interesting. We can get more beds, but we don't really need to. Almost jumped off there. That would not be good, although probably not fatal either. And we basically just explore around here and have fun in this cool village here, which I like a lot. Looks like there's a bit of a snowy taiga up there. I guess as they get up further into the mountain, that would make a lot of sense. And I'll get to the top of this here, and we can kind of look around and see where in the world we're kind of settling. Okay, so there's some interesting things here to look at. We have a nice big plains biome with a bit of a... This is kind of a plains biome too, isn't it? Yeah, just like kind of a hillside plains, which is really interesting. This is definitely something you would never see before. But I like too is, remember how earlier I was saying about how the water kind of looked like something from the old update, kind of the old beta days. This beach there kind of looks like that too, like a very large beach. You would never see a beach like that in 1.17 or before. And I really like that because that kind of shows how it is in real life. Like some areas has like no beach, some areas have a lot. So either way, there's like a massive cave in here. I wonder what kind of cave it is. Just like a normal cave. Yeah, probably just a normal cave. So nothing super special there. But yeah, just a beautiful village. I think this could be a really good place to settle. And I think, honestly, for now, probably pretty good. So we can probably work on exploring that cave there, which would be cool. But I also want to just kind of get everything here looking good. Thankfully, spawn proofing is super simple. So we can basically do that really easily. And I don't think there's ever really anything too interesting in the old cobblestone churches there, so we should be pretty good there. I love how the grass kind of extends into the cave. That is so awesome. But I can't forget that I am in hardcore, and that all I have is one piece of iron armor, and there's a skeleton shooting at me, which is not good at all. See if I can dodge this like a pro, which I am doing so far, but oh my goodness, this is crazy. Okay, let's get out of here real quick. That skeleton is brutal, but thankfully I don't think it can make it up here. If it tries, it'll burn in the sunlight. Haha, that's good. Okay, that's awesome. So, we have a nice view here. I think, yeah, this is going to be a good place to settle. So, I guess to settle in an area, we'd want to get wood so we can build ourselves a house. And the question is, where would be a good place to build a house? Well, I think, and of course, whatever you want to do, Gemma, would be cool too. We can build separate houses or whatever. But I think that it would be really cool if we were at the very top of the mountain here, because then we can view all the way down here. Because of course the terrain is just beautiful, but really it's actually kind of flat up here, and we just have a great view all around here from the beautiful beach there and this ocean to just all around this beautiful area, just like a beautiful panorama. I'll just kind of slowly sweep through this, not meaning to linger on the terrain a little bit too much, but just there is so much to this. It just looks so pretty, and just even what I would call a very standard area just looks so much better. It's amazing, and I think that really this is just super, super awesome. So I don't have really anything in terms of getting wood, so I guess we'll have to kind of harvest from the mountainside here. This is just so exciting to kind of see, like, wow, this is where Minecraft is going. This is awesome. So anyway, I think I'll probably just head over here. If you want to maybe flatten something out or whatever you want to do up there, Gemma, I'm going to go over here and harvest a whole bunch of trees on this mountainside. I think little details like kind of this going from plains to forest to then to taiga, you know, not just straight to taiga. Something like this is just a really nice touch that really kind of shows, you know, how things in real life are. Because in real life, you have a lot of different, you know, quote unquote biomes very close to each other in proximity. This is just super awesome. So we'll get this, just kind of harvest this a bit, and it'll be interesting to kind of see how our effect on this area changes it. Of course, I'm not sure, you know, how long we'll really live in this area, or how long we'll even live in this hardcore world, but I think that overall, hardcore is a really exciting thing because, although, of course, the world can be deleted, there's a little pinch of real life in a hardcore world where, you know, in real life, obviously, you can't respawn, you know, once you've died, obviously, but, it's like that in hardcore too, right? So there's kind of a bit of that, you know, you have to be really safe, but also, you know, kind of enjoy the Minecraft world still. Well, you know, not living kind of in fear over, you know, just Minecraft, right? Which is pretty cool. But of course, you know, there's a lot of fear involved, not dying from zombies, which makes a lot of sense. So we'll just kind of get a bit more of this oak wood here and kind of let all the leaves despawn, which is pretty awesome. Just really cool to harvest on the side of this mountain. Just even stuff like that, like just every little change has such rippling effects across the entire game. Just a cool thing. So 34 logs, pretty cool. I think we'll probably get a couple more. Maybe we get a bit of birch because that's one of my favorite types of wood. Beautiful floor I think it makes. And we'll just grab that, and then hopefully we'll let kind of some of that despawn. And I think that trees are the exact same in like the way they look in 1.18. I don't think they've changed that yet. Probably won't for a while. Possibly in the next update, but I don't think they'll change that in 1.18 here. But anyway, we'll kind of grab some of these saplings that have dropping so far. And this is really a nice area. I like the idea of a plains mountain. Like, not that, you know, it really makes sense, but it's called the plains biome, not the prairie biome, right? So as long as it's grass, it really can be, you know, a hill or a flat area, which is quite cool. It really waves nicely, which is like kind of goes into goalies, like you could imagine, you know, if this is real life, like maybe a glacier moved through here, or I don't know what in the world, but not a geologist, but it is interesting to kind of see how more of real life is reflected in this. So anyway, enough about the rambling as I cut down trees here. I think this is definitely enough trees for what we're doing so far. Maybe just one more tree just for good measure here, but pretty cool stuff to get ourselves these nice oak wood here to make ourselves this house, which is really cool. So we'll let that despawn. Grab a couple saplings, maybe a birch sapling. Any birch saplings? It doesn't look like it. That's okay. So we're going to go over here and get ourselves our saplings here. And we'll maybe head back here in a couple minutes. But for now, we'll head up here. And we can kind of work on starting the top of my mountainside house here. Of course, again, if Gemma wants to live on the top of the mountain or somewhere else, she can live wherever she wants. But I think it's just a cool vantage point, but not like a, you know, a dramatically tall mountain. So it won't be hard to get up and down it. We just want to be very careful of that edge there, because that is one jump to death if we were, of course, jumping forward still. But yeah, that could definitely be bad. So I'll make a nice little iron shovel here. And we can use that to dig out what will be the foundation of our house. And I'm so excited to finally build our first house in hardcore mode. But, hate to leave you on a cliffhanger here, but of course, as you do, you have to. So, you'll have to wait here till the next episode, or of course, if you're watching this a little bit later, it might already be out. Either way, thank you for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe to iCraftMC, make sure to like, comment, share all these things that help my channel and this video. I'll see you in the next video, and have a great day. Goodbye from me, and Gemma.